Hey guys, welcome back. I'm here doing this video. Uh, I just want to hear what some of these people got to say about passport bros, because I hear a lot of people talking really negative about them. Who knows why? Why would people care? But let's hear what he got to say.
Passport bros, y'all think y'all done struck gold. A lot of y'all passport bros, y'all think y'all done struck gold. And I understand why. And I hear your complaints and all that other stuff. You know, y'all ain't able to get certain women in the United States because you feel like their price is too high. And I ain't talking about, prostitution. I'm talking about
Now here's the problem. He said it's too expensive. I mean, if you start looking at these numbers, nobody's getting them. Even the ones with the money, like Bill Gates couldn't even get his wife to stay. Over 80% of all children being raised by single mothers. I mean, I don't get what he's saying. Do you not realize we're all failing? You just accept your fate. Men who decide to go overseas are changing their fate. That's the difference. This man right here is trying to tell us to stay here, continue to be a sucker. There's nothing wrong with that. I understand the little small stuff, but let's see what else he got to say.
the women in America, they are getting to the point where they want more. They tired of settling for the bare minimum. And a lot of men are having a problem with that. They got an issue with a woman deciding, you know what, I'm gonna stop being a fool for these men and not getting what I deserve. And a lot of y'all can't handle that. Y'all would rather them still be the way they used to be. Just
Did you notice he said what they deserve? Like, it's just one sided. That's the point of going overseas. You don't have to be at the mercy of these women. You go to see other options. The same thing with women. If they don't like what men are offering them, that's, let's say, in their same city, then you go to another city and you meet guys in a different city. Perhaps their perception of a girlfriend slash wife is different. But this man is trying to tell us to just suffer peacefully, accept your fate. Take these women how they are. You have no right to go anywhere else. But let's see what else is going on.
standing by us without us really being accountable for our actions and making sure we value them in the right way. So instead of, coming up and being who we really need to be, manning up and so on and so forth, y'all done decided to jump ship. And that's cool. If you can't stand the heat, get out the kitchen.
The problem is, none of us can stand the heat. I'm going to always go back to 80% of all children in single mother homes. And I believe it's like 8% of men that are raising kids single. So nobody's together here. So you're okay with the way things are. That's the problem. And the real problem is most women, like you could take, I'm going to say about 70% of women are going after like 15% of men. That's another reason why we got so much crime here. Like, a man can't even build a family here. All the women want the same guy. All women are fighting over the same guy. So they all go after that guy. They all wind up pregnant. And, like, they're going after the Pookies and Ray Rays. The good guys are going overseas because they want an actual woman, a good woman. We have no good women in America. We have no more decent women here. That's the real problem. But anyway, let's keep going.
But stop getting on camera talking down on women if you really happy. It says a lot if every time you turn your camera on, you can't help but say something negative about black women over here.
It's not about being negative, my homie. It's about, like, if I found a good opportunity of, let's just say, work, a decent job where men could go and make decent money, I'm going to introduce everybody else, let them know, listen, there's more opportunities over here. Yes, we do need to spread the word that men should go overseas. If it was up to me, I want every American man to go overseas and get a decent wife, because why should we suffer? Why should we be victims? Because that's what it is. We're victimized. Most men that have children in America don't even get a chance to raise their child, don't even get a chance to mold their child into a respectable human being. That's why we got all these problems here. And then we got people like this still fighting for things. What are you fighting for? There's nothing to fight for. Everything's failed. This really makes no sense. But let's see what else he got to say.
Unless you haven't noticed, black men and black women have always been together in this country, being treated very badly by the people that are in control of this country. We ain't never had nobody but each other. We ain't never been able to shed our skin and be treated differently. We ain't never had nothing but each other at the end of the day.
I understand where he's coming from, but buddy, everything is broken. Women are not staying with men. Do you not get that? The chances of you getting a woman in America and her staying with you, because women are supposed to stay with you for the rest of your life. Actually, it's more beneficial for them to do that than us. Because we could just go. You got 60-year-old men going overseas getting a wife. Women cannot do that. They can go overseas and get used and abused and robbed. So you trying to get us to stay is actually going to hurt American women, because they need to suffer a little bit. They need to realize their lifestyle is wrong. And they're the ones that suffer. We need to start looking at these 50, 60-year-old, what you want to call them, 304, retired 304s. They are lonely. They are miserable. But see, the thing about American women, they will never tell you that the life they lived was wrong. Because you know what they say, misery loves company, should I say. So, yeah, you're actually doing women a disservice by disputing the passport bros. Because I believe if more men were to go overseas, that would give American women less options and realize what makes me different from women overseas. Let's say in the Philippines, they're more submissive. Women think that men are more complicated than we actually are. First of all, most men, if you start looking at some of the richest men, they have very simple wives, very simple looking. You know, they not over. They not showing all their body parts and all that. That's what I'm saying. Like, those type of women are more conservative. You know, they care about their image, but most of these American women, like we've never even experienced a real woman. Most American, no, not too many Americans can say I had a virgin wife, because it's really that bad. Like, women bond with a man when it's that first partner. But what happens when you put women in this type of environment where everybody's sleeping with everybody, everybody's cheating on everybody? They never get a chance to bond to no man. So now they all over the place. By the time they 20 years old, they done had 3 or 4 partners. There's no chance for that type of woman to even be a good wife. She's ruined. Well, let's see what else he got.
How can you turn your back on the women that have always been here with us? How can you talk down on the women that have always been here for us?
I don't think this guy realized how bad it is. Like, the numbers do not lie, my buddy. 80% of children are in single mother homes. That don't bother you? Why would you defend this? Like, I feel sorry for you, son. Because one day you may be a victim also.
If you be honest, if you're honest, look at what's going on, right? So many women, they feel like they got to take matters into their own hands now, right? They feel like, okay, I gotta be the one to change my family tree, and I gotta be the one to turn the legacy of my family around. Why? Because there's been so many trash men not doing what they supposed to do. And now you complaining about the quality of the woman. Well, we supposed to be the leaders. That ain't.
Do you notice how this guy constantly attacks men, but all the women are raising the boys, are raising the men, are raising the girls? And what is it? Single mothers raise children to be convicts. Over 70% of single women raised children are in jail or have gone to jail. Basically, they raising children to be convicts because women in general are nurturers. Men are that discipline, that person that teaches you to respect the law. So now you want to blame men for children that they never even got a chance to discipline, to mold into decent people. You're going to still go back to blaming it on men. That's really selfish. That's really bad. Like, let's see what else he got to say.
Something that's new. We've been supposed to be the leaders. We supposed to been trying to make a way to provide and steer our families in the right direction since the beginning. That's how it's always been. So if things is out of control, who let it get out of control?
The problem is, my friend, it's gotten this bad. Women will fight in court for you not to see your child. Some women will do things purposely to make sure you don't spend no time with your children, to make sure you're not even disciplining your children. I mean, even if your child not in your home, it's not the same anyway. So I don't know. I'm assuming you're looking at your situation and you judging everybody's situation off of that. That's not a good way to go. You got to start looking at everybody's situation. Everybody has been raised a certain way. A lot of men haven't even been raised by their father. So the men you're talking about, not really the same men from like 40, 50 years ago. These are weak men. Yes, women raise weaker men. It's the truth. We got to accept that. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to let you hear the nonsense. I'm going to start doing a few of these a week. Yeah, I just like hearing people attack the passport bros because they don't even really realize the passport bros is a good thing. Because our women is in chaos right now. And this equality, this nonsense, men have to take control because we're not even having children anymore. And then we got people like this that wants everything to stay the same. He don't want men to go overseas. When are we going to wait until women have not 100% of all children? Like, how far does it need to go before a change should come? How far? That's what I want to know. Anyway, guys, leave a comment, like, and subscribe, please. Thank you. Help this channel grow. Thank you.